Hi, my name is Rashana. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm a registered nurse, and I have 4 kids from 8 to 6 months.
Hi, I'm Monique. I'm an attorney. I'm from Long Island, from Elma, born and raised in Queens, both boroughs, you know. And I have 2 beautiful boys from the age of 1.5 to 5.5. 1.5 and 5. There's only 2. Thank God, 2. That's it.
Hi, I'm Shakira. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I currently reside in Long Island. I work for Haynes Brand International as the regional district manager. I have 1 10-year-old girl, and that's my business.
Hi, I'm Dougie. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm 31, and I have a 4-month-old, and I'm also an electrician.
Hi, I'm Tony. I'm from Brooklyn. I am a teacher, and I have 2 kids, a boy and a girl, age 10 and 7.
Rashana?
2 months.
Yes, my children are very much into technology. Got 3 tablets. They still want to look at everybody's cell phone. They don't care about the tablets. Down to the 2-year-old. The 2-year-old know how to navigate, press click, know which one that you don't want to watch, know the name of this one. And my 8-year-old asked for an iPhone. I said, no, you're 8. I'm not giving you an iPhone. And he asked me, I took a picture of them. He said, Mom, you're going to put it on Facebook and Instagram. I said, what? What do you know about Facebook and Instagram? I'm like, no.
Yes.
They're too much into
10-year-old, and she's very much into technology. She teaches me about technology. Like we're in a battle right now about the Snapchat thing because I think it's inappropriate. But then she does have it. But my I don't even let her in my Snapchat, but my sister watches it. I monitor it. It's all about monitoring and making sure you know what they're doing on it. I got parental controls, all of that stuff because stranger danger. There's too many strangers out there. And like on Musical.ly, she got like 2,400 followers. You don't know 2,400 people. Like I don't know these people. Like it's different for millennials because we have to deal with the technology and the bullying and all these different issues that our parents didn't have to deal with us. But we had MySpace. Like if you had a problem with somebody, you had a problem with somebody in your hood, around the clock, around the corner, somebody you played with at the park, not somebody on the internet. So it's just a lot more pressure, more dangerous that your kid is just out there in the internet. And my daughter has an iPhone, she got a tablet, she got a computer, a laptop, all of these technologies. They run she runs circles with me. I'm like, how do you do that? Oh, I got this one. There you go. Okay, thank you. So that's my tech support right there.
Not me. I've seen a kid have a magazine put in front of me, and he swipes it like an iPad, and I'm just like, you have to turn the page. And I think that's the scary part about technology.
They won't have books.
That's the scary part. So when my girl was like, she want to get him an iPad, I'm like, can we wait? Please, because
Not yet.
Yeah.
No, even further down the line, I'm just like, I don't want to see him get a book and go like this with it.
He's like, no, we're going to the library and you're going to get a real book. No ebooks.
That just looks crazy. Yeah.
But you can't withhold the technology because
then
he's going to be behind, like severely.
And technology plays a part in all their lives because now in class, my sister in her class, they give the kids iPads. She get her homework on her iPad. She knows what to do on her iPad because that's the way the school and the teacher communicates with them. And also like the smart boards, and they use so much technology in the school. It's like it's inevitable. Like technology is everywhere for our kids, so we got to be up on it too. Like I'm like, what's a smart board? How does it work?
Sometimes they don't even watch TV anymore. It's the computer. For hours and hours on end, it's like the computer. And my daughter showed me how to use Snapchat. I didn't even know how to use Snapchat. I'm like, girl, you know how to use this. I went to her auntie and she knows how to do it. She knows how to use the Mac Pro book. She knows how to do all that stuff. And I'm like, how you know how to do all that stuff? But I work with kids, and to keep these kids occupied now, we need that iPad. We need that iPod.
We become dependent on it.
It has to be a balance because also, as I said, we use it in the school, but I don't do it certain times. It has to be later in the evening when everything is settled down, or even with them. Even last week, I have the two. I told them they're not going to use it this week. It has to be a balance because it will take over their lives. It's like,
and they want it non-stop.
Yeah, and then they want it non-stop. And it's like they're not interacting with each other. They're not talking to each other, So it has to be a balance. We we use it as a tool to keep them occupied, but you also have to reel it back also and let them have human interaction.
Hey, come on, snap, or let me take a video, let me take a picture. Like, if we're gonna tell them they can't have it, we have to tell ourselves we can't have it either. So it's like, but it's like live in that world.
Always say, do as I say, not as I do.
Okay? Like, so in the morning when I wake up, I naturally check my phone. I tell my son he cannot have his phone in the morning. There is no phone, there is no tablet, there's no TV until the afternoon. We don't do that until afternoon. So when he sees me on my phone or before I go to sleep, he's like, the rule was that we don't do phones in the morning. If I set rules, like I have to also kind of follow those rules because I'm setting the example for him, you know?
You got to lead
so,
by example.
And that's the
it's
thing.
hard.
These kids is quick to call us out on
There you
that stuff.
go.
And you like, I would never call my mother out on anything.
Our parents rule with fear.
Yes.
I can't. People say your children being afraid of you is bad. They need a little bit of it. They need a little bit of it. I honestly think you need it because if your kid don't feel a little bit, they're gonna be like.
I'm still scared of my mama. Like,
oh yeah.
Like some people like talk to their mother, disrespect them. I'm like, I could never imagine.
Not even think about it.
Cursing around my mother, let alone cursing at her. Like, are you out your mind?
Everybody needs to make sure they put the parental code. If you put in the email, make sure it's your email. Anything she watches, I see. So when she thinks she's not sitting, I go, I saw you was watching that blah 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 dancing today. She goes, how you know that? I said, because mommy knows. I know everything.
Alright, we didn't have technology like how they have it now, but even our parents back then were like, we know already, so don't even try. So how did they know?
They was lying. They was lying.
No way.
Everything you need.
So my parents, as a bonding experience, they used to take us out to the woods. We used to go, you know, just like explore the wild, be in nature. And so that's one of the things that I do with my kids. You know, I'm always taking them out, getting them away from technology. It's important, but they also need to know like the foundation, the basics, like the direction you're heading, pay attention to signs, you know, like things like that. Look at signs, read them, like the very basic things. Like, and that's how they learn how to read and how they learn direction. So I mean, you have to find a balance. Like kids these days, they don't ride bikes, they don't go skateboarding, they don't interact socially. And I think that is why so many people are like, oh my God, millennials, they're all about themselves. They're not just this, they're always on their phone, they're always taking selfies. And it's true. It's like we don't know how to interact. When we go out to dinner, everyone's on their cell phone. I'm gonna leave. I'm like, put your phone away. I didn't come to eat by myself. And that's another rule that I have with my kids. I'm like, no phones at the table. We have conversation. You use your phone or your tablet for a certain amount of time, and that's it. You know? And so I think it's important for us to like do traditional things with our kids because they're gonna grow up, and God knows what's gonna happen to the world. If they don't know basic survival skills, it's a wrap for them.
And we used to go to all the museums and stuff because he was like really into dinosaurs or he was really into things. So we have to like tap into what their interest is also. So, you know, it's not, I'm not going to go like take him to the woods. I'm not into the woods. So I'm going to try to do something that we both, you know, like we both like enjoy or that we're interested in.
Go outside.
That is true.
Go
that is
friend.
true.
Like, you know,
that is true.
You have to teach them how to just go ahead, go ride your bike. You got a bike, a scooter, a Segway. You got a lot of modes of transportation, okay? Go outside, have fun, pick up some leaves, jump in the leaves, that's fine. You know, I would do sledding, and I took my daughter to do archery one time. You know, it's just good to expose them to different things. Like, she knows how to swim, she knows how to go scuba diving. Like, you know, you gotta expose them. It's our jobs to keep them well-grounded and to just, you know, expose them to everything. You can't just be all about technology. You gotta know how to make friends. My daughter could go anywhere with anyone and make a friend. It don't matter. Like she's the only child, but she's very friendly. She'll make a friend anywhere she goes. Park, I'm like, well, this is my friend. I'm like, another friend. Like,